usually, I will always quote you because I always follow your presentations. Usually, Mr. Nono will always say, at least think of having 3 years in order for you to see profits growing assets. But there are always people asking ukuthi this one as he did today, this one is and this one is and that. And we all want to earn more. When he told us about people who bought cars, we want to buy cars. People who bought houses want to buy houses also. But it needs patience. Stop panicking, ladies and gentlemen. Because by your panicking, you are making things where he's human. He's human. Yes, he's to us, but he's human. He may have mistakes. He's human. And he may sometimes be emotional because he's human. But let's all guard against ourselves and do the right thing and put yourself in his shoes. Not because, he said even today, not because there's no money with growing asset, but it's growing rapidly beyond his compare. Each and every day he's trying to put this on the table in order to fix this. But as he said, we are joining moment by moment. Right? Mandigqithe nje kule ndawo. Ngubani uJSE? UJSE, it is a company where companies list shares for public trading. There comes the word trade. JSE. So we cannot totally separate the two, though the meaning is different or the way they work is different. Okay? Tina, we want to invest. But trader, how? And they trade when the market is low or is high. We don't know that. And it's now our concern is that we invested and my money is there, Mr. Nono. So I didn't get the profit. Let's be realistic and know what is good for all of us. Because a Rome was not built in a day. This thing of investment, even the word investment, it's new. The only thing we were taught to be educated and then get a salary and go make a loan to the bank again, make a loan for school, for fees, for buying cars, for a house, loan everything, for clothes, for food, make a loan so that you don't have money. But today, we know that there is an investment terminology. But even that terminology is making us to panic because of our different experiences with the things that have taken our monies. In fact, we have given them our monies. Hopefully that we're going to get more, and it's just a banoi, it's a plane that is going to take your money. So some of us here, they are economists. They know these terms of investment. Ne? So when they hear the word JSE, they trust it. Tina says, JSE. JSE, Johannesburg, okay, Gauteng. Gauteng 10. No. They produces new jobs, new products for us. Even where were they working before Mr. Nabela? Some of them, they were not working at all. So it's really creating new jobs for us, for our children. So we need guys to be patient. We need to be educated. We need to be educated, but sometimes you can be educated and yet lack understanding. So we need to learn with understanding. And for us to learn with understanding, we need to have more time, as we must also give Mr. Nono more time to build this business. Yes, there's no Mr. Nono without us. Yet there's no us without Mr. Nono. When I'm talking about Mr. Nono cannot do things alone. He needs this stuff. He needs our bandwan. And these children, also need to be educated with this. Some of them, it's new thing. They are learning as they work. Let's give them a chance. They are our kids. But ours is to spread the gospel. Because this gospel, we never knew. We are hearing it for the first time. Hence, we are here today. And Mr. Noni is such, when I know him, guys, I know him, dated. But for motivational purposes, I know him at Texas standing in Angel. I know him at IFA. And today is the man with us. And is taking us, is willing to take us further. Us, okwetu, is to follow. Okwetu is to support the program as Mr. Nono. But the way of supporting it is for us to understand it, is for us to learn it. So as they are busy trading and investing for us, let us be patient. Let us give them a chance. By the way, I'm not that guru, but I understand, because I also once have a business. It was not on JSE, but what I know, my business was to have a school, and for my school to grow, you need your children. But for you to your children, you need to see staff, slab. You need to see a building. You need to see furniture that is in that school. When you look at Mr. Nono's office, I don't know the one in East London, I've never been there. But when you look at their office in Port Elizabeth, one of it is in the best building with all the security. When you think of these growing assets, you think of something big. You don't think low about it. You think high. And also you look at these kids, uniform, right? That is not a cent, guys. That we cannot take that for granted. But, so, I'm not talking about them not sleeping at night, looking at what is the market now? Is it high? Is it low? So when it's high, they sell. When it's low, they buy. So they don't sleep. Investment. The only thing we know, we want money. They were told that on the 15th, the money is coming. Yes, of course, that they envisage that. But the practicalities of what they are doing, because of the numbers. And I'm not saying to you, when I'm talking about the numbers, I'm not saying to you, now you must stop recruiting. Hi, guys. Sabasi jealous if you stop recruiting. People outside need to know more about this. So, if you can count here, I don't even think we are 200. Yet Mr. Nono is willing and able to spend sleepless nights for us. Angapheleli apho, Mr. Nono is sharing the enjoyment with us. Is so friendly to everyone. Is sharing his wealth with us. So let us appreciate that. In our appreciation also, we also need to have a responsibility of keeping focus with the business. If you've joined this business last year, you should not be at the same level today. There must be something that ignites you to do. So I'm encouraging you, ladies and gentlemen, whilst we are being patient and we persevere for the business, but also let's do our part. It's the word of mouth let the gospel move to anyone. I think those few words, ladies and gentlemen, they are enough for us to carry us through, to do more with this business. Take it as your own business, not as Mr. Nono's business. All right? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All eyes on me. Come and shala.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Zandleni. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wow, this is powerful. Wow, this is powerful. I'm so encouraged. You know, sometimes you don't know that when you do something, there are people who appreciate, like Umama Fani, whereby you feel so small when she speaks, that you do something that it can change many lives. I just pray for Growing Asset because I have a strong belief it is not my business, but it is God's business.
Hallelujah.
For changing many lives. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We have many speakers, and we want to make sure that we keep other speakers for tomorrow for the event, because we don't want everyone to speak here, so that people tomorrow, they also get motivated again. Are we together? So sigcina umphago niyayibona lanto, so that ngomso kuphinde kube mandi bangapheli abantu bokuthetha. Are we together? Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite my father. I want to invite my father. You know, when I go to Durban, I meet a well-experienced man in business, and I learn a lot from him. And this morning, when we were together in the breakfast, he shared a secret with me that, you know, there is no business that does not have challenges. But what is important, it is not focused to the challenges. It is focused for what can change the challenges. And, you know, I feel that in Growing Asset, it is not a one-man business. One person can take decision. By the way, tomorrow we will launch officially the presenters for Growing Asset, that they will be in the board of taking decision for Growing Asset. So we will announce those things tomorrow for people that they will be presenting the business officially. People who have grade 12. I don't know, okay, for someone who don't have a grade 12. Someone have a driver's license. So we will talk more about those things tomorrow, because they will have more benefits in business. They'll have benefits for 3,000 allowance just as a presenter. 3,000 training allowance just to train the shareholders about product. We talk about allowance now. Are we together? And 3,000 presenters performance bonus. When you present according to the program, you don't. Are we together? Where you don't give people empty promises. Are we together? And you still sign the business, you still get 1,000 rand, 10 people, 10,000 rand. And when you want to present, let's say you want to present in Cape Town, you will inform us in 15 days, we book flight for you, we give you pocket money. Then we don't want shareholders will drive for a long time. We have fly safer. By the way, you have shareholders, we fly them from different provinces. They are here today. And when they come to airport, anytime when you come to airport, you go for sun quarantine. So we have a lot of benefits, but I don't want to talk much about that. It's for tomorrow, not for today. Now, I want to invite someone who can share the power of managing the conflict. Because sometimes there'll be conflict on the way, challenges, but how to focus over the challenges. Not face the challenges, and give up. Are we together? But instead, you can see over the challenges. Let's give them a round of applause. Mr. Skosana, all the way from KZN. Kanimshayeli izandla mantoke. He's the founder of Growing Asset, the whole KZN.
Wow.
He's working very hard for Growing Asset. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, my father. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Molweni sanibonani Monti. Ninjani? Niyazini ukuthi selizoshintsha igama wakhona manje. Anazi lizoshintsha kuzothiwa uGob City indaba esiza nayo. I'm telling you it's going to change. Because the government wethu is good at changing imgwaqo, changing everything. Thola lo mgwaqo lona, the road that has been changed unama-pothole awusebenzi. But I'm not here to criticize, but ngisho nje ukuthi lizoshintsha kuzoba uGob City. I can faka imali la. Sanibonani ke bafethu. Ngiyakubingelela the visionary.
Thank you very much.
Sir.
Thank you very much.
You don't know how much I appreciate to be here. Ngiyanibingelela nonke, ngiyanibingelela nonke, ngiyanibingelela nonke. Kusekhako mama la. Yeah. Umama wami walapha eQoboqobo. Ngithi ndiyathetha. Mangithanda ngibuye ngibomzulu mangibothi kugcela amaZulu, kugcela amaXhosa la sengiyixhosa ngapha ngumZulu so ngi-in between uma wami waseQoboqobo. So le ndawo ngiyayazi in and out. I used to work here. At some time ago it was 2005, I was deployed to come and do a presentation esibhedlela esisimakiwane. You know what they did? They gave me the whole stuff about Ganjeni. And then I started to do the presentation. You know, you don't lose what you don't use. You accumulate so much and all that. Lo mbabuka abantu bethi wetata. Sabathe wetata hayi bo bizmetron. Labantu bavuma kwasani into engisho kwathiwa hayi besikunika amageza kalokhu ngoba siyakubona ukuhlakaniphila. So ke I'm here to talk about a very tough subject, conflict bafowethu. As you know, everywhere there is a conflict, and you cannot run away from a conflict. Maybe this couple and my son over there, they had more than 5 conflicts this year, but they are still here smiling. So in work situation, by the way, I'm a retired healthcare broker. I worked in this industry for more than 35 years. So I've been working with people through and throughout. I was a policeman by then, way back, but you know, it was very difficult because those police were killing black people. So I ended up resigning, and then I had to go to marketing after so many years. So this is the industry that inspires me a lot because I like to interact with people. But deep down in my heart, I like to help people. If you give me a project whereby I'll go and talk to you, I can even sell you this old belt now, the way engithanda ngayo ukudayisa ngayo. But that's not an issue. The issue here is about the conflict. We had a conflict even with my boss here, in such a way that I intimidated him more than 3 times. I said, what if you come to Durban? I will just hit you. You know, it was a conflict. I will just hit you when you are down. I will kick you time and again. That was a very serious conflict. The conflict, it's a serious, what you call talk when you don't disagree to one another. But there are causes. Most of the time, they are caused by the people who are up there. And then it becomes contagious up until down. If you don't solve the problems, you don't solve the conflicts, the company will go down, whether you like it or you don't like it. I'm so happy now, as he says, I'm his father. In fact, I wanted to adopt him, and I thought to myself, God, maybe he thinks I want to chow his money. And then I started you know, to retreat because I could see that he's got gold. This concept is absolutely out of this world. Now that, I'm telling you, now that in this dispensation here, we know that we are only told that you must work and become a teacher and become a policeman, and then you become this. We are never told how to make money while you are asleep. At some stages, we were meeting boers there, you know, wondering when we were working in the garden, we were called Piginini. I was never told. I never knew Uguti. My boss knew my name. And we were calling these young men clean bars and boss and stuff like that. But we were called by Piginini and all that. And we at school were never told how to make money. But we found that my boss was always playing golf and then going fishing without even working. So, but now that you have got a concept like this and you're a black man, believe you me, we're gonna go through a lot. You're gonna be troubled by us, those people who are next to you, because of the jealousy. Because of the jealousy, we are jealous. We cannot run away from that. You know, I was telling one of my friends that there's nothing, they call it friends. Fortunately, I was told by God. I know you might think that, no. At some stage, I was a multi-millionaire in this industry. I started to make my first million in 1999, whereby I resigned from a very big position as a national sales manager for Medicover 2000. There was a medical aid whereby you were using a card to buy over the counter without prescription. Maybe some of you remember that, but it's not about that. And I started to make, I resigned and people thought that I was mad. I started to work all by myself. I took everything to the company, back the car, and I started working right from zero without a car. I had to hire a car. But within 6 months, I started to earn a lot of money. And I started to curse myself. I wasted so much, you know, working for other people. So there is a conflict, ladies and gentlemen. This man here, he needs our prayer. He needs our prayer. He needs our support. Most of all, the support, he needs it. Because he's got something. I told him, I said, you know, this concept was given to you by God. This is a God's vision. Why? Because people that are introducing the business, they started to panic when there was a delay from, you know, payment. They started to say, we need our money. Instead, this man said that if you want your money, fill in the form. And they all wanted to fill those forms. And all of a sudden they say, no, you said about 20 years, 10 years, now you want us to take our money. And then I said to guys, look, to my associate, no one would say this. So that means this guy, he's got money, because there are times when we thought, no, he doesn't have money. He's one of those scammers, you know where we come from. And we started to attack him. Even myself, I started to attack him. Because at some stage, I lost 2 million, just 2 million within 10 minutes. It went down. And then I had a problem with the family. And then when I was in Canada, when I came back, everything went down. There was a fraud from SARS, and my partner used my company for those shabby business, and then I was killed alive. But I'm still standing, by the way. So, thank you very much. So, what are the causes of conflicts? There are two factors. There is an individual factor and organizational factors that you must know, sir. I'm not here to teach you. I'm motivating you at the same time. It starts from us, those people who are leaders. We are the cause of the conflicts. There is a personality differences, first and foremost, that causes the conflict. Secondly, there is a communication style. If the styles of communication is not relevant and you have the way of communicating with me, it's either you shout at me, you don't respect me, and stuff like that. These are the cause of conflicts. Thirdly, there are emotional intelligence conflicts. Fourthly, there is a perception and biasness. When you are biased and you are not open-minded, your communication is not heard, because there are times whereby you talk to Mrs. Mafani, and Miss Mafani, okay. You missed. Thank you very much. I saw you there in the hotel. Oh, yes. So you assume that she heard what you say. You don't make a follow-up. And also now she's got a different perception. And now there is a conflict. Conflict is a disagreement, a serious one. That's why they call it a conflict. Okay, fine. Number 5, it's a stress and burnout. Stress and burnout. You burn, and we don't know. You know, we want you, and we forget that there are so many people that you must attend. This will burn you out, and then you will change the way you were. Because of people, we will change you. You know, and that's what I said to you. Please, mister, please delegate. Delegate, sir, because you're going to burn. You know, give people responsibility. And then you'll see this conflict will fade away, because you have got so much in you. Check what is happening in the organization. Delegate a responsibility. Once you give someone a responsibility, that person will own it, because we are born good to trust. If you don't give a responsibility, and then that person will think that I'm useless anyway. You know, stop being biased. Poor communication, inadequate and unclear communication, like I've just said, and inconsistent policies. Today you say this, and tomorrow you say this. You know that tomorrow you thumela le form, why you didn't tell me, sir? These people are asking Mpati what is happening. They call me Mpati, by the way. What is happening? And no, it's nowhere to plan, because he's working very hard. You know, he's got, you know, he needs a support system. He's working very hard. I said to him, you are running. There is a crisis here. People are complaining because last month you gave them 540 right on time. Now people came in large numbers. And I realized, and I said, we are going to face problem here. But it's not a problem, because now he's got a way to solve the problem. If you are a manager, you must know now there is a conflict. Before the conflict and after the conflict, and then you resolve the issue. How do you go about doing that? Simple and straightforward. You need to have pillars. You need to be like, you know, Moses and Aaron. Of these people, whereby you fight the battles, and then they will be there to lift you up. Finish and clear. Remember the story of Moses, whereby Moses, you know, he said, God, I don't know, these are not my people. And for the very first time, God was not angry with Moses. He said, bring people, about those people that you trust, who are matured, who will be attending those cases that you attend, when you oversee with your own hamburger, and then you'll be a happy man. Because he delegated, there are no conflict. And if there's something that goes wrong, because things will just take left when you go right, go to people, those people who are close to you, guys. Salute. He told me about you. You know, you go to these people, I've got a problem. Abantu, they are not paid because of A, B, C, D. Okay, please, would you talk to those people? And then he will tell you how to go about. When we have an office, because you've got a vision, you will share your vision, and then people you know, they know what to do. And then Tina, like I told you, I said one day, when I first joined here, people, they called me, they said, Babu Skosana, you went wrong this time. But they called me, this is a scammer. How do you know what a scammer? We saw it on Facebook. There's a certain lady who was saying this and this and this, but I never saw it, but they were telling me. right from the day on the 23rd of November. When I saw you on the 24th, the next day, already I knew what people, now they are trying to scandalize you. I said, please don't scandalize a good man. To me, he's a good man. Up until we find something that he is a scammer. And I know what is not a scammer. He's not a scammer. He's a visionary man. He is emerging as a young man. He is emerging. He needs us, people espadala, like abosis, like this gentleman, like all those great men, like all those young men, like this young man. I told him, I said, you remind me when I was young. Well, I'm not here to waste your time. Okay, I want to tell you about how do you go about managing conflicts effectively. Will require a combination of skills, of course. Skills, leader, when you are a leader, you are born, and you know how to choose leaders. Because leaders are not made. Mina ngiyazi I'm a leader. You can tell me what people are calling me umphathi. I never said umphathi, but I know when unginika umsebenzi, you will wena uzomosha. Mina, if you give me target ka 200, I will make it because it's my job. When I was a consultant, I used to work in hospital, ebusuku, and then next day I went to school. Can you imagine me all the way from Richards Bay then, driving all the way, ngizofika ngoba yini I had this ukuthi there are people who are interested in my product. So it's all about that. When baba thumela abafana behambe begijima ubatrain kuphela if ubhizi usibiza sikusize without ukuthi siza sikhokhe mina ngithanda imali because I once had a lot of money ngiyazi ukuthi the following day imali yanyamalala mina ukuthola imali is to service ingane zami sezindala nje abantu besezindala and service myself and and about cousin. I don't really need that money. Wow, I don't want to be a millionaire because money can kill you any day. All right, lastly, okay? All right. Before the conflict now, you need to do what? You need to establish clear communication channels and make a follow-up with people. They understand your vision. They understand your vision. If they understand, you'll never go wrong. We will never go wrong. Encourage open and honest communication to prevent misunderstanding. Uyangizwa mfana omncane? Yebo baba. Ungitheni? Ngoba ngikhuluma isingisi semazingeni aphezulu mhlambe ngeke ngizisa. Ngithi mina establish a clear communication channel and encourage open and honest communication to prevent misunderstanding. You need to acknowledge people. Acknowledging means I hear you, not that I agree with you. So you are listening with empathy. If I come with my problem, personal, because we'll come with our personal problem. And then if you say, no, I will do it, do it. If you say, I can't do it, you don't need me to explain. You need that to acknowledge people. Come back with a smile, because it's not going to break anything. Ungabi lo muntu lokuthi mina uxolisa ngeke ukubone lokho. I'm not that type of a guy. I'm not apologetic. That's that can bully business, because there are people in your organization. These are your people. This is your organization. There are clients who just run away without complaining. When abafazi abavele behambe wena uthi kuse right uyahleka uma isecasukile umfazi I'm going uyakushiya wena because she never complained. When you need to embrace those people who are complaining, because client okuyiyona lena engozi is a client ethulayo. Mina bengigunda la umunye mfana ngigunda kahle uthe one day and then he cut me here. And then he cut me, it was painful. And then I said, oh, Senkatile, and then I smiled. And then he started to, to stop the bleeding. And then after that, I paid him 55 rand. and I went away. I thought maybe, just maybe, he's going to give me back my money, and then and then I went next door every day. Hi Baba, hi Baba, hi Baba. No, I went next door. I did not complain. He thought everything was all right. So those people who are not complaining, those are the people who are dangerous, who will go behind you, client. Those who are complaining, when you do things, tell somebody, I'm talkative because I'm a marketer, by the way. But lastly, and then my point here, conflict resolution techniques. You need to be collaborative. Attend problems. Don't postpone our problems because they're going to cause any conflict. Work together to find a solution that satisfies both parties. Because if you attend our problems, you're also going to be satisfied. Now, there was a conflict, but we resolved it. And we sat down. And it was like a father and son because we resolved. We spoke. No black belt. You know, ngamtshela futhi wingane mina ingane yami yongidala 46 years ukusho ukuthi 79 wangitshela na wathi mncane ngathi mnabuka this is a beginning man, you must work up, but ngamhlonipha in a very respectful way, by the way, because I respect him, he knows that I respect him. So you need to find obaba njengobaba umfengwana abazoba ma mediator. Bring in, you know, try by all means to bring somebody who is neutral. That's a third party. Somebody ongakhulumi indaba zabantu. You need to negotiation, a bargain and compromise. There are times when we do things that we don't like to do just for the sake of compromising, just to maintain izinto ukuthi ihambe kahle. Seek an outside helper. You have got so many professional here, abantu abadala, aba-right, abathandayo, abanothando, and then debrief and reflect. Debrief and reflect. These are somebody who say, yeah, you understand what I mean. Discuss what happened. Ngeke citizens peace na singadiscuss ukuthi salwa uyakhumbula ngithi ngizokushaya ngazokushaya uyakhumbula njika noboni niphume emthatha uthi wena kakusupportaja wathi ubona icha kahle baba usungaze ushayisa imoto, and then mina ngisho ukuthi uthe ngiyamsupportaja kodwa mina ngifika ukuthi double book. We had to go back and debrief ukuthi what caused a conflict, because the conflict is not a sin, a misunderstanding. It's not a sin, a misunderstanding, bafowethu. Nanokuthi, having said all this, I don't say ngicela ukuthi njalo ngingene endabeni zakho, you sina will be supporting you. It happened, whatever. You know, a grouping, there are so many people out there. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And a round of applause. Now no more na leli hlombe bafethu.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are here to motivate each other, and I believe each and everyone who attended here today, you will have something you will learn today. Because I believe that everyone who's here today, it is not by mistake, but it is a God's plan. Because God is the one who keeps you safe from different towns, and we are here today, and from the different province. Thank you very much, Tatus Kosan. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you. This time, ladies and gentlemen, we want to invite the guest that comes from Cape Town. I know that he will just brief us about the challenges that we have in our country. And we need to appreciate the type of business that we are running. She was in Parliament, and she's still involved most of the time. When I talk to her, she's busy with some ministers in Parliament. All the time, she's in Cape Town. And I'm glad that she came and joined us here today. Ms. Put, please join us. Kanim Shai Rizalda, thank you very much, Mama. Thank you very much.
Baba, siyabonga Baba. Siyabonga. Bakhani phakame bethi nabe banyosele. Bonga Baba, siyabonga Baba. Usithethelele Baba, usithethelele Baba, usithethelele Baba. Siyabonga bethunandi. The reason why I sing this song is because God wanted us to be here. God saved us 2020 for COVID-19. Others who are close to us are no more. But Tina silapha today. So we have to exalt his name. We have to bless his name. To the program director, to our visionary, Mr. Phumelele, Nono, siyakubonga kakhulu.
Thank you very much.
All the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all today. Before I can start, Bitunan, can we just raise up for just a second because of the 14 soldiers who were in Congo who died. Can we just a second? Thank you. You may be seated. May the family find comfort knowing they served the country. They were there to pursue the peace and for the stability.
Guys, sorry guys, it's not right. Please, guys, keep quiet. At the back there, can you keep quiet? Thank you.
Okay. What I can say, it is an absolute pleasure to be here tonight in a room filled with brilliant minds, visionaries, and doers. People who understand that the future of our country will not be in vain and will not be handled by the people who are vultures. Instead, we must build it. But before I go any further, let me acknowledge the grace of God again. I stand here because of his favor. And I know many of you can testify that without him, we are nothing. May he continue guide us for this project. May he give us more wisdom for this project. May he bless the work of our hands. And a special thank you to Ground Assets for this opportunity that you are bringing to us as South Africans to rescue us in this poverty and to rescue us in this economy of South Africa that is deteriorating on a daily basis. And I am grateful to stand before you today. South Africa economic instability is a crisis that we can't ignore. South Africa is a dangerous crossroad, more especially at this time. Our economy is struggling to none. Business are closing. unemployment is rising on a daily basis, and crime is out of control. For the first time in our history, the budget speech was postponed. Why? It's just because of this G20? Why? I'm not going to go far about this. This alone should tell you that we are in trouble. The government is struggling to balance the books. For example, there were also some differences about the VAT increase. I'm not going to go into details with that. I'm not here to politic. I'm just highlighting, which means it's about to get harder to ordinary South Africans. But let's be honest, this is not about money. It is about trust. Investors do not trust an unstable government. Investors from out of country now are going to be so scared to come and invest here in South Africa because we are just fighting among ourselves. Businesses cannot grow in an unpredictable economy. And why politicians argue? It is you and me, the ordinary South African, who suffer the most. We see it every day. People losing jobs, families struggling to put food on table, and our young graduates with dreams, but no opportunity. This is our reality, Betunan. Yet, I must emphasize, stealing and complaining will not fix South Africa. Waiting for politicians and our government to change this, it won't happen. We need to change ourselves. We need to have a strategy. The only way forward is business and economic empowerment. If we want to see better South Africa, we must take action now. Every strong economy in the world has been built by entrepreneurs, has been built business leaders and investors, not just government. Business is what drives growth, creates jobs, and builds general wealth. And let me clear, you do not need a permit to start. You do not need a fancy office to start a business or a perfect plan or a big budget to start a business. What you need is the will to start and the courage to keep going and the faith that your work will bear fruit. I know some of you might be thinking, but it is hard. The economy is bad in South Africa. People don't have money. Yet it is hard, but waiting is harder. Struggling is harder. Depending on a system that has failed is harder. The solution is business. Whether you start small, partner with the others, and those who are investors, to help others. The time is to act now, South Africans. Women must rise and are backbone of the economy. Imbok or Tomiknan. We must rise because you are the one who are the backbone of this economy. As a proud member of Women Business Forum, I have seen firsthand the power of a woman in business. We are the one holding families together, managing resources, calling solutions, and stretching every rent that we have. We are not supporting businesses. We are not just supporting businesses. We are building them, leading industries and transforming economies. But we need more women to do that. Women that are here today. We need to stop playing small. We need to own our power. Support each other. Not jealousing each other. We need to support each other and take up space in the business world. To my sisters in this room, if you have been waiting for right time, is to start now. Is to start your business now, today. The economy will not fix itself. The jobs we are hoping for not magically appear. It is up to us to create that. Growing asset is the door of a brighter focus today. Is a door of a brighter future, even for our people, for our children, the youth, so that we, as the parents, you must leave a legend for them. That is why Growing Asset is here today. They are not just an organization. They are here to have and to ensure that we embark together. Tomorrow, we'll have the presentation, as Mr. Nono has mentioned earlier on. And I want to encourage each and everyone that we need to be there. We need to take seriously, we need to take stand, because we are lucky for us to be here today. Let us take this moment lightly. We are the solution. South Africa's future will not decided there in Parliament. It will be decided in the rooms like this, to meet like this. It will be decided by the business owners, because government cannot do anything without the business owners. We need you guys. It will be done by risk takers. It will be done by problem solvers. So I ask you tonight, if you have a business, grow it. If you have resources, invest in someone else. Let's help each other. If you have an idea, stop waiting, start now. Because South Africa will not fix itself. It's us, it's our responsibility to fix South Africa, fellow South Africans. In conclusion, let's build, let's invest, and let's transform South Africa together, because no one else will do that. Working together, we can do more. And as we live tonight, let us not forget to pray for wisdom, strength, and courage to step and risk, and our purpose is to support each other. May the Lord bless the work of your hands, of our hands, I am included as well, and guide us and give us more wisdom. I will leave you with this verse from the Bible, Jeremiah 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans that prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and future. Another verse is from Isaiah 60, verse 1. We must arise and shine. I thank you.
Thank you for sitting or Sis Matseke Zandlini. I was very, very disappointed last time when she told me some secret about Parliament.
Thank you.
And I just wish I didn't get that.